Today I will show you 2 of my lattes. I have millions of lattes, but these are very nutritionally dense, and they're good for breastfeeding, during intermittent fasting, great for vegans. So you will need stevia, unless you're using a different sweetener. I don't like to add sugar to my drinks, so use stevia since it's natural. I like coconut almond milk just because it foams really well. The cashew milk foams well, and almond breeze, coconut almond foams well. For one of the lattes you need moringa, and for the other mesquite. Now feel free to substitute those for matcha, coffee, cacao powder, or melon seed tea. And I'll show you the lattes. In the blender we have half a cup of nut milk, a few drops of stevia, and a teaspoon of mesquite powder. And now we'll blend it. I'll blend it, and now we will be pouring it in the cup. And let's add some hot water to this. That's it. It's done. Now the exact same recipe goes for the moringa powder, matcha powder, and cocoa powder. Additionally, you can add lemon drops, essential oils, therapeutic grade, lavender drops, chipotle. I like chipotle to the cocoa powder, and it makes really foamy, nice cocoa. Even sometimes I can make it with the PB powder. It's so delicious. It's so sweet because mesquite is sweet as it is, and mesquite is really high in a lot of nutrients, and so is moringa. Moringa is really great for breastfeeding and during pregnancy. For breastfeeding, it will establish milk supply. It is just 1 teaspoon has 8% of your calcium needs daily and 6% of your iron needs. So basically your latte is supplying you with a lot of nutrition. And if I entered it in chronometer, if you just use 3 teaspoons of moringa a day. Is this dry leaf? Yeah, probably it's for dry leaf. It will provide you with vitamin A, almost 100% of your daily value, B2 almost 100%, 24% or 2 milligrams, that's insane, of your iron needs. I'm speaking quiet because everybody is sleeping. Even a little bit of protein, vitamin E, so it's really powerful. And that's just moringa. Let's see, mesquite. If you add 1 serving of mesquite, so that would be a few teaspoons of mesquite in a dry form. It will give you omega-3s, which is super important. Zinc, super important, 6% of your zinc needs. Tryptophan, how amazing. Iron, 1.2 milligrams. So those lattes are very nutritious. Calcium, 150 milligrams of calcium, which is 15% of your daily value, for a few tablespoons. Phosphorus, potassium, manganese, magnesium, even magnesium, yes. So folate, B1, B2. So those drinks are really, really nutritious. Now another drink you can make is frozen watermelon with a little bit of nut milk, water, and stevia, and it becomes like a slushy, but it's still mostly hydration. This drink is so ridiculously delicious, and look at these berries. I had to get them. I know that's not the case in Europe. You don't get everything packaged, but here you do, and there's not much I can do about it, but just, you know, eat vegan. At least vegan is very sustainable. But a lot of these things do come packaged, unfortunately. I always use my recyclable bags, and I reuse them all for a long time, up until they're messed up. I wanted to have a little nutritional talk with you. I linked in the previous video, if you didn't watch the North Node, I linked 2 books below, Astrology of the Soul and another book. They're both on the North Node only. Now, yesterday I shared a vlog about vegan food and how simple foods can really pack on nutrition and just fill your entire chart with just a little bit of knowledge, of course, but you can fill up all your nutritional needs with just simple foods. For example, a day based on cantaloupes and cauliflowers can totally cover your omega-3s, your zinc, your calcium, with a few additions, but you can cover the bulk of your needs with those basic foods. For example, today I'm gonna have a day of asparagus, cauliflower, and cherry, these gorgeous cherry tomatoes, gorgeous, some blackberries, so cantaloupe, and a few other things, plus my nutritional lattes. Now I'm having my cocoa latte. And that way I'm covering everything. When I enter my nutritional data, I just literally top off everything. Yesterday I had a day of tomatoes, cucumbers, a little bit of tofu, nut milk for my lattes, and a lot of cantaloupes, and I covered everything but in excess. So it's just very easy to meet your needs. You just need a little bit of knowledge, and you don't need to meet everything every single day. I'm just more careful now because I'm breastfeeding, but in general you don't even need to count those things. You need to know those things, and that's what I'm trying to show you. I will continue showing you. I'll even do a video with my screen top just so that we can read chronometer together. Now on the astrology talk, North Node